he wishes to speak.
Yes, Madam Mayor. Congratulations to Yvonne on her speech. I was pleased to sign this petition, and I want to speak to the part that refers to the Council's failure to respond to the litany of safety and fire concerns raised by the Grenfell Tower residents. Because the residents used every correct procedure. They referred their own complaints to the TMO, councillors referred their complaints to the TMO, the former MP referred their complaints to the TMO, residents set up the Grenfell Compact for collective consultation, the Leaseholders Association sent many inquiries to the TMO, there were motions in the Council Chamber and a petition to the Housing and Property Scrutiny Committee. Yet at every stage, everything was either ignored or batted away with platitudes. The Grenfell Action Group said it would take a catastrophe before anyone was heard, and this was dismissed as a hysterical overreaction. All this is well documented, and all these documents have been given to police officers who are undertaking the criminal investigation. My opinion of this situation is very clear. Everyone in a position of authority ignored the plight of the residents of Grenfell Tower until it was too late. The petition to the Scrutiny Committee was crucial because it asked the committee chairman to undertake an urgent scrutiny of the TMO and the contractor's management of the refurbishment project that was then underway at Grenfell Tower. It asked for the views and experiences of residents to be canvassed and to be included in the scrutiny report. Instead, the committee agreed that a delegated group of TMO board members would review the issues raised by Mr Daffan, who spoke at the Scrutiny Committee, and needless to say, this review found that the conduct of the refurbishment programme had been exemplary. Sadly, it was a paper exercise. It also redesignated all the Council's complaints as inquiries so that they could be ignored. The members of the task group didn't ask residents for their experiences and views. They visited the construction site, they saw the show flat, the boxing club and the newly created flats, but none of the flats where there were unresolved problems. The group then commended the contractor on its performance and the excellent work of the TMO team. They also promised that a full project review would be carried out 6 months after the refurbishment was finished. This review never happened. The report to the TMO board was tendentious, inaccurate, and did not meet the brief set out in the petition. It was presented at great length at the end of a very long TMO board meeting, and there was no opportunity to debate it. So I wrote to every member of the TMO board, pointing out the problems with the report. My comments were ignored, and I was reprimanded for sending them to all board members without permission. When the TMO board was referred back to the Scrutiny Committee, I wrote again to every member of that committee, pointing out the problems with the report. My written comments were ignored, and a procedural manoeuvre by the former committee chairman and the chief executive of the TMO ensured that I was not permitted to speak on the issue. We have corralled members of the public into the Great Hall for this debate in case they should become disruptive. My question is that when all the correct procedures have been observed and totally ignored, and more than 100 people have died as a result, how else can people get this council to listen unless they take direct action and disrupt meetings? So, Councillor Campbell, I do not understand why you've only apologised for the council's failure to react after the fire. Where is your apology for the council's failures to act that preceded the fire?